Sanctions were supposed to stop wars. In 2026, tensions are rising again in Middle East. The world is watching the situation involving Iran, Israel, and the United States. Oil markets are nervous, global investors are alert, governments are making statements. But here's something important. Iran has been under heavy sanctions for years. Its oil exports were restricted, its banks were cut off from the global system, its assets were frozen. And yet, tensions continue. So, we need to ask something deeper. If sanctions are meant to prevent conflict, why do conflicts continue? Are sanctions weak, or we are misunderstanding how they really work? Today, we break it down. What sanctions are really designed to do. Sanctions are economic weapons. Instead of sending tanks, countries use financial pressure. Modern sanctions can block access to international banking system, freeze billions in foreign assets, ban companies from exporting technology, restrict oil and gas sales. The United States play a major role because global trade often depends on the US dollar. If a country loses access to dollar transaction, it becomes very difficult to trade globally. The theory is simple. If the economy collapses, public pressure increases. Political leaders are forced to change course. That's the theory. But history shows a different pattern. Let's take Iran. For years, Iran has faced sanctions related to its nuclear program and regional influence. Oil exports were limited, banking access was restricted, foreign companies pulled out. Its currency lost value, inflation increased, economic growth slowed. But did the government collapse? No. Did its regional influence disappear? No. Instead, Iran adjusted. It found new buyers, alternative trade partnerships. It strengthened domestic industries. Sanctions caused pain, but they did not cause surrender. That's the difference between economic pressure and political change. Now look at Russia. After the Ukraine conflict escalated, Western countries imposed massive sanctions. Banks were cut off, foreign reserves were frozen, technology exports were banned. Many experts predicted economic collapse. But what happened? Russia redirected energy exports to Asia. It increased trade with China and India. It stabilized its currency using strict controls. The economy slowed, but it did not collapse. Sanctions weakened it, but they did not end the conflict. Again, pressure, not surrender. Why sanctions sometimes backfire? Sanctions can even create unexpected effects. They increase nationalism, governments frame sanctions as foreign aggression, citizens rally around leadership. They encourage self-reliance. Countries invest in domestic production. They create black markets. Oil moves quietly. Goods reroute through third countries. In some cases, sanctions reshape trade, they don't stop it. And sometimes they push countries closer together. For example, sanctioned states may cooperate more with each other. As we return to today's situation, tensions involving Iran, Israel, and United States are rising again. Sanctions have existed for years, but regional competition continues. This shows something important. Sanctions alone do not resolve security rivalries. They do not remove geopolitical ambition. They are tools of influence, not solution to deep conflict. Economic pressure can slow down momentum, but it rarely changes long-term strategic goals. When sanctions do work, sanctions can work under certain conditions. They are most effective when there is a strong global cooperation, the target country depends heavily on global markets, the political goal is clear and limited. Sanctions help pressure sometimes government to negotiate in past. But even then, success took years. Sanctions are slow instruments. They are not emergency brake. Who really feels the impact? Now comes the difficult question. Who pays the cost? Often workers, small businesses, consumers, family facing inflation. Energy prices rise globally, food prices increases, supply chain shift. Sanctions ripple outward. They do not stay contained. Economic warfare affects the world economy. If you want deeper historical analysis, I have written a detailed blog covering major sanction cases, data on economic impact, why some succeeded and others failed. You can find full article link in the description. Sanctions are powerful tools, but they are not magic. They can weaken economies. They can send strong political signals. They can reshape the trade patterns, but they rarely end conflict on their own. Stopping wars required diplomacy, security guarantees, and strategic balance. So, next time you hear that sanctions will cripple a country, remember this: economic pressure is only one part of the story. In global politics, power adapts.